Welcome into another edition of Mavs Latest. I'm Josyah Howard, and we got some news on Anthony Davis. He was dealing with an eye injury from earlier in the season. He had a detached retina that he has suffered during the year, and he underwent a procedure to repair that detached retina, according to ESPN's Shams Charania. And Anthony Davis is expected to be healthy for training camp, his first with the Mavs since being dealt in the blockbuster trade that obviously sent Luka Doncic over to the Los Angeles Lakers. And we obviously remember the amazing debut of Anthony Davis in a Dallas Mavericks uniform, 26, 16, and 7 before leaving the game with that groin injury that had him out for the next 6 weeks. Um, and then, yeah, I feel like, that was caused from rushing back from the injury he suffered with the Lakers. And I'm happy to see AD finally having time to get healthy for this run with the Mavericks because he's a vital part of it. If Anthony Davis is not at peak Anthony Davis mode, there's no way the Mavericks can compete. Even if Cooper is exceeds expectations in year one, there is no way this team can succeed at the level that I think a lot of people think they have the potential to succeed at without Anthony Davis. And I think, you know, a lot of the people that are a little bit critical of the Mavericks heading into the season, calling them a middling team heading into the year, they're probably taking into account of a possible Anthony Davis injury during the year that has him out. And if he's out, it's Cooper helps if AD gets hurt, but you're not in a spot where you can afford AD to go down if you're the Dallas Mavericks. So good to see that he's getting the eye situated. He's taking the summer to get right, get healthy, and get the body right to heading into the season that, you know, some people might not have the highest expectations, but if healthy and if properly motivated, this Mavericks team could be really good this year. And it all starts with Anthony Davis. So hopefully a speedy recovery for Anthony Davis. Again, expected to be available for training camp. But we obviously know there's been some smoke around the fact that LeBron James might possibly end up in Dallas at some point, and seems unlikely that it's going to be through a trade. I don't see it happening through a trade. Excuse me. But I personally think if, he has 1 year left on this deal, he's going to be an outright free agent at the end of this season, this upcoming season. Who says he that Dallas doesn't figure out some stuff and make some money, move around some money and make it work to get LeBron to sign there? But the only reason I continue to bring up the LeBron James stuff is that other people keep bringing up the LeBron James stuff, including a former LeBron James teammate in Patrick Beverly, and obviously he has a very popular podcast, the Pat Bev Pod. He has the co-host Adam Roan Ferrone, and they were doing an episode recently talking about free agency this year and their thoughts on it. And all of a sudden, Pat says, or all of a sudden, Roan says, we got a text from Pat Bev, and he said, I might got some news. Several days ago, excuse me, Roan said. Pat Bev responded, when did Dallas bleep come out about Bron? I heard through a grapevine that Bron was coming to Dallas. That's what I heard. I told you that. I don't know if it's true or not, but LeBron to Dallas, I'm hearing a lot of rumbles. While Beverly revealed that this was something he was hearing, he ultimately guessed that LeBron would not be traded to Dallas. And again, the two did play together on the Lakers during the 22-23 season. Uh, so fun to see another former LeBron teammate bring up the idea of him possibly going to Dallas and being excited about it. At least it seemed like they're excited about the possibility of it happening. Um, but again, I think Pat's right. I don't see an avenue where LeBron can be traded to Dallas and it all works and it all makes sense for both sides. So, um, always fun to kind of bring up the idea, and I kind of hope there's smoke from this the entire season. I'd love to bring up the possibility of this happening throughout the year. So for right now, while it's in the air, while there's smoke to it, while there's people talking about it, we'll keep talking about it. We'll obviously keep you updated on all the latest here on Mavs Latest. But, I'm obviously excited about the Summer League coming up. And some news is starting to roll out about ticket prices for the first game between Cooper Flag and Bronny James, as the Mavericks and the Lakers are going to go head to head on Thursday in Las Vegas for the 2K26 Summer League, NBA 2K26 Summer League in Las Vegas. And according to Colin Saleo of the Front Office Sports, the average purchase price for day one of the Las Vegas Summer League on Thursday is $201, which is the highest price ticket for a Summer League game on record. The get-in price for general admission is $83, while courtside seats are going to be more than 2,500. And again, per tick pick, lower bowl seats will be 650. Courtside will be 2,500 for the debut of Cooper Flag, and he will go head to head again with Bronny James and the Los Angeles Lakers on Thursday. So obviously a ton of excitement there. Obviously, I can't wait to talk about it. I can't wait to talk about the game with all of you and keep up to date with the latest here with me on Mavs Latest. Again, Thursday night we're going to get this game. It's going to be highly anticipated. I don't expect Bronny to do much. I do expect Cooper Flag who has a little bit of jitters early on. We kind of saw it with a lot of people early on in Summer League, like a Victor Wembanyama, for example, who had a pretty similar rollout in terms of the coverage of his Summer League games, and a Zion Williamson, who kind of got hurt early on in his Summer League run as well. So we ended up seeing flashes from Wemby. Obviously, he dropped like a 40 piece in one of his Summer League games. I do expect Cooper Flag to have a similar type game where he has a, over 30, something that shows a flash of, oh yeah, he's the best player of this draft, no doubt. I expect one game from Cooper in that way. I don't know if it's going to be against the Lakers on Thursday, but I'm excited to see all the action, and we will talk about it here on Mavs Latest. But to wrap things up on this episode today, just wanted to mention something I saw on, again, the Smoking Cuban, one of my favorite Dallas Mavericks websites for articles. And Noah Weber, he suggested that this trade that just happened with Norman Powell going over to the Miami Heat, and with the Jazz also being involved, they get Kevin Love and Kyle Anderson, a second round pick, and also a trade exception. And why would a Utah Jazz trade exception have anything to do with the Dallas Mavericks, you may ask? It's because the Dallas Mavericks still have a move to make to open up a roster spot in order to make Dante Exum's return possible. And the two names that have been kind of swirling, obviously, Jaden Hardy and Olivier Maxence Prosper. And I mean, if Utah's in, I think Jaden Hardy really does have some untapped potential in terms of his scoring ability. I think even if he's a guy that comes off the bench for his whole career, I do think there's something in him to where if he just gets an opportunity, he can come in and give you 15 a game. If you give him 25 to 30 minutes a game, I think there's something like that within him. He just needs the right opportunity. I don't necessarily think Utah is that opportunity for him, but Mavericks have to make some business decisions because they need to bring Dante Exum in and they need to open up that roster spot to make it happen. And they haven't made the move yet. It's going to be interesting to see. We'll obviously keep you up to date here on Mavs Latest with all of that. But Utah might be a spot Dallas may look to create that open roster spot to again bring back Dante Exum. But this has been Mavs Latest. I am Josyah Howard. Please subscribe down below. Please leave all your comments down below. Let me know what you're thinking about the show. And let's keep getting it, y'all.